pisses me off.
Why does it piss you off for?
Because you do it all the time. Are we live?
Welcome to the episode of Love and Reality Podcast. I am your host, Ricky Valero. On today's episode, we are breaking down the Love is Blind reunion that just transpired a little bit ago. A lot to cover. I don't even really know at this point. Some stuff to cover. It's going to be interesting to hear how everybody feels everything unfolded in this episode. There's some stupid shit, but as always, I'm joined by my podcast partner who is going to kill me one day after not stop starting the podcast when she doesn't realize it. Ashley, how are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Yeah, you get on my nerves, but what else is new? And I can't wait to talk about this reunion, honestly.
Yeah, it's a reunion, you know what I mean? I have come to expect what we get from these reunions, you know what I mean? And I feel like this might go down. Like this season has been like just consistently shit on the internet, and we've tried our best to defend this season, but this might have been the worst reunion yet.
Is it because we kind of knew a lot of the outcomes?
I guess.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so in a way. I don't know. It just, you know, a bull jive on steroids. It's just like first things first. Like, let's go ahead. We'll just dive right into it, right? We're gonna dive right into it. It was weird that we started off with Jordan and Meg. Like that to me was kind of shocking, right? You know what I mean? Like I was shocked that we just like ripped the Band-Aid off Jordan and Meg because that's what we had to wait for in the finale. In the finale,
I think that they started with them because word has been out for weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, might as well just talk about it.
Yeah, I have consistently said that Jordan is my favorite person on the season. I
love Jordan.
If there was one consistent person from start to finish that I never wavered my feelings on was Jordan, right? And I've seen a lot of like people try to come to the table with any sort of criticism of him, and I just wasn't for it. I'm just not for it. I was never going to be for it because I think that he handled himself with such respect, even when the situation was brought up about him saying he regretted meeting Luca. She said it hurt. He said he didn't regret her meeting him. He regretted just putting him through this experiment for it only to fail. You know what I mean? Which is understandable as a father. You know what I mean? Like you met a potential significant other of mine that maybe I was going to get married, and now this person is out of the picture because it only hurts, right? The only stuff like that hurts whenever you're dating somebody and you introduce them to your, significant other, then you break up, and then that person's like, oh, well, where's so-and-so? You know what I mean? Like, I can only imagine how many times Jordan heard, where's Meg? Where's Meg? Where's Meg?
Because he's at that age.
Right. And then he could have just said, well, she's out fucking, what's his name? Paul.
Mike. Oh, okay.
Oh, Mike first.
Is it Paul or Mike?
Paul's the baby daddy.
Oh. Well, at that time,
Mike's the guy from the pods.
Yeah. Who she went on a date with after she, right?
Yes. So that was, yes. So of course she, Meg reveals she is a mom now. She had the baby 2 months ago, which she looked great for having a baby 2 months ago, mind you.
Still don't like it though.
I thought Jordan's interaction was interesting. Never late. Nobody's ever late to the party. Oh, I just lost Ashley somehow. I don't know what happened to Ashley. Ashley has disappeared off the podcast here. But I did find it interesting. It was. Okay, so I agree with you, Dwayne. So to me, okay, so she said that filming wrapped in April for Love Is Blind. So I was really trying to get the um I was really trying to get like a timeline, right? So it wrapped in April and then she met this guy in July. Now, mind you, there's April, May and June's there, right? So wrap in April, we're in June. Okay. So I'm like, all right, that's interesting. However, there is so we wrap in April, then we have some dating Mike in this process too, with Jordan, with Meg and Mike. She said they dated went on a few dates, and then after in July she meets Paul, and then meets Paul in July. In August, September, October, she's knocked up in 3 months.
And it didn't seem like that things are all rainbows and butterflies.
Right? No, she's like,
From what
yeah,
Meg was saying, like between her and the baby daddy.
right. She said things started off a little rough and et cetera. And then like I just assume that we're out here, unprotected sex, like we're on Married at First Sight or something. You know what I mean? Like
And what's his name? Brooks?
the baby, the kid's name's Brooks.
Look just like his daddy.
Can we be honest about Paul for just a minute? Paul looks exactly like what you would expect Meg's man to look like.
Okay, I have another thing. Do you think Paul is a lot older than her?
Paul does look a little older. Dwayne has a good point. Was it a one-night stand, but she got pregnant? I mean, that's a
Dwayne.
But does he not, though? He looks like a little bit of a well-off man, right? That paints the picture of a guy that probably sips his expensive wine, has a very nice house, and all of those things. If you just look at him, you get that vibe from him. So
for sure, I'm gonna do my investigation tomorrow. I need to know what he does because he has to have like the job and make a certain amount of money to be with Meg. I just know it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's no question about that at all. I mean, that's just one thing that's we've come to expect. Yeah, so it's just interesting timeline. And maybe the triumphs that Meg was talking about they had were early on of like, hey, this guy's like, do you really want to have this baby? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you know what I mean? Like, it's just Jordan was, I agree with Dwayne. Jordan was never going to work. But it's crazy to me because in my head, I still feel like it could have. And I know I'm an idiot.
Because that was a couple that we kind of were like, they might end up staying together.
But to everybody's point, though, like she was never going to lower her standards of life to, to be on that level of like Jordan's like, hey, I don't want you to be X, Y, and Z. I don't want you to spend all this money. I want you, time is more valuable. Like being next to each other is more valuable than anything you can, purchase. We got a diabetes lesson. I didn't feel like I needed that. Mike apologized, obviously, for his dumb comment about the diabetes situation. Shocker of all the people that weren't there was Mike. I don't think he's going to deny the allegations that have been out there against him. Out there in the streets about being and it was an Airbnb scammer or whatever he is.
Yes.
That whole thing's interesting. All right, Ashley, I gotta talk to you about something. Okay. Why the fuck were Casey and Patrick there? I don't care.
Bro. That's why I text you. Casey pissed me off. Patrick pissed me off. Patrick, stop. Like, she wants nothing to do with you.
I still love you. I still care about you. Like, what is going on? Like, bro, just apologize. Just apologize.
Yeah, but like, even the audience, because if I was in that audience, I would have been just like them. Every time she was like, I do care about you, like, girl.
Jordan's reactions were hilarious when she was talking.
Yeah,
like when she first telling that story, Jordan was about to fall out of the damn couch. Just laughing so hard.
I don't know. I don't want to see her on our screen, but I know Netflix is going to bring her back some way, somehow. Yes, Dwayne. Yes.
Yeah. Casey is It's crazy to me because I've said multiple times that I don't like Patrick. I don't believe Patrick's a martyr. I will say this. I will say that I take back a little bit about what I said about Patrick about jumping from Anna to Casey because we found out that Anna left day 5 and Casey and Patrick were at day 10. So that gave them an extra 5 days that we weren't aware
Wait,
of.
did you see how they spoke about him deleting that TikTok that me and you were talking about?
Yes. And
I
the thing
thought
about it was, I can't believe you posted that.
I was like, oh please, girl. I'm so tired of Casey. Like we're literally we can what's the next story? Because I'm pretty sure the next story is about Casey.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's Patrick does want to be loved, but he just there's nothing wrong with that. I also just feel like he tried to have the me factor. Like he tried to make this into like I just want an apology. I just want an apology. I just want an apology. Like I why? Like I don't
What
understand. I want
was
the
he
ring.
saying that he wants the freaking ring? Was he saying that he wants the apology? He wanted her to apologize so the internet could leave her alone.
That's what he said. That's what he claims. I don't know if I believe him. I don't. I don't know if I believe. Again, I don't know if I believe a word that that man said outside of the things that were backed up from people that were on the stage. You know what I mean? Like that's it. I've never been a big fan of Patrick. I don't understand the scenario. And
I
there's
know.
just all right. I gotta ask you, what are we doing? We're playing basketball for the ring. When I missed a like I'm watching it and I'm like actively trying to figure out when did the ring become part of the basketball game?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I was like, that's why I text you. I said, Chris Paul is on my screen now. Like, what's going on?
I could not for the life of me figure out what in
But
the
like,
world.
why did she want the ring so bad? Just give the man the ring. Like, why would you even want it?
I don't. Yeah, and
And
then
then
the give it back.
Allie was like, well, you didn't pay for the ring.
Facts.
So, I mean, I get it. Pawn it. The way it said pawn it, he deserves one.
Yeah, but now he doesn't have it anymore.
No, he gave it back to her.
He gave it back to her because he lost the basketball game that we had randomly Chris Paul show up to the fucking to Love Is Blind and we needed to have a basketball contest. Somebody
So,
explain that to me?
Sisterly Recap says, do the men buy the rings?
No.
No.
Production
Mm-mm.
pays for the rings.
Yep.
So what did you think of the entire Chris Paul situation and that basketball thing?
I thought it was weird. Like, and then Edmund was the referee.
When did he just jumped out of his chair out of nowhere?
Edmund was just happy he saw Chris Paul.
I think that's probably what it was. Which
He's
I
like,
mean, I don't blame him.
Let me be the ball guy.
I don't blame him. You know what I mean? Chris Paul, he's an NBA, legend. You know what I mean? So it's like it is what it is, But it felt so dumb and just performative. And I was like,
Yes,
what are we doing
Ashley.
here?
It was so dumb. I was like, what is going on?
And then after Patrick loses in basketball, he says, "I'll give you the ring back in Denver," which I thought was hilarious. And
And I feel like he was serious when he
he
said
was
that.
100% serious until everybody was like, "Are you gonna give that ring up? Are you gonna give that ring
And
up,
he's
bro?"
like, no, okay, yeah, I hear it.
He's like, "Oh, it's what do you say? It's probably better or looks better
It
on
looks
you
better
or
on
something like
you.
that."
Okay, but wait, did you peep how when she was taking the ring to give to him, she was like, should I throw it?
Oh yeah, that's my thing. Like it was just we spent so much time on these two, and it made me so angry. Like like Patrick just. I don't know. I think he wanted to extend his 5 minutes.
Where
And
was Annie? Is that her name Annie?
No, Annie was Anna.
Anna.
Yeah, she
Where
was
was
not
Anna?
there. She was at the meetup, but was not at the reunion. So
yeah.
All right. Let's transition. Let's keep on Casey on topic because we've already heard about Casey and Joe. They had a situationship out of the show, which is crazy to me because like normally when you hear about like the couples after the show, you don't really ever hear about them like dating the way that we've heard like everybody dated almost.
Literally everybody, and it wasn't like couple days. Like they said that they dated for like a month
A
and a
month.
half. It's like
Yeah.
a month. Yeah. So like
And Casey was apparently like
she really liked him.
really like Joe. And Joe, which shouldn't mean shocker to anybody, apparently was probably just in it for the same thing he was in it with Madison. And I think only proved my point that Joe was on the show to get what he wanted. And when he was like, oh shit, we're supposed to get married in a week, he's like, oh, I forgot about that part. And then I said, I gotta go.
Exactly. But I love how Madison spoke up.
Yeah. Few things about what some of the things that Madison did say. If you actually listen to my interview with Madison, which you can check out here on the show, she mentioned that Joe and her had like met up to have like a closing ceremony style speech, and they had made out, and then he started crying or whatever. She was super awkward, and I'm like, that sounds super awkward. Yeah, exactly. Joe's looking for the
Why are you
box.
crying? Why are you crying? And you ended it.
Exactly. It was very confusing, like all of what happened. And then it was weird. I don't know. It got weird because like Casey was like obsessed with Joe, and then Joe has a new girl who then they were at a party together who's also friends with
Well, I have a
Kate.
question. Is the girl's name Avery?
Yes. His girlfriend's name
Okay.
is Avery. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's dating Avery, and then Casey went to the party, and then Casey was crying in a corner, and Patrick was like, I'm innocent, I don't know nothing. And then it was just.
And then Madison, and who was the girl that was sitting next to Madison? I can't think of her name.
Kate?
Kate
Yeah.
said that Casey was crying to them.
Right. About Joe
and Avery.
Yeah, because she was still hung up over Joe.
Yeah, like, but Casey denied it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was just, yeah, I don't know. Like
Casey is messy boots.
Yeah, 100%. Like Casey's messy. I felt like she was.
But Dwayne, I agree with you. Joe is fake, and he's a super unemotional person. Like I agree with you 100% with that.
I've been saying that on this, like
I can't deal with him.
I've been saying that about Joe. Joe reminds me so much of Jimmy. It's insane.
You say that, yeah. You
so much of those two. And then like Kate apparently like dated everybody.
Yeah, because then she went on a date with. Who did she go on a date with? Brendan.
Yeah, that didn't work out. And then let's see, Casey and Joe. Yeah, we know about those two. And then Mike's pool party was like apparently insane. Because Madison, Casey, Casey was talking about how they're Eskimo sisters before crying over Joe, which was kind of fucked up.
How are they crying over Joe?
She was crying over Joe, I guess. I don't know. Joe and sis, there's no overlapping on the relationships, but
yeah, he was like, don't get me in trouble, because Katie is friends with Joe's current girlfriend, right?
Right. Yes.
And she seems to be really close with Madison.
Correct.
They sister wives.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was interesting. Was that everything? Like, was that everything from that part of it before we move on to the two people that we can briefly talk about? Nick is. Oh, okay. So can we talk about can we just talk about for 1 second about Joe and Nick's interaction? Joe did not want to like apologize at all, really. It didn't feel like. He's like, dude, no, you're a piece of shit, bro. He's like, oh man, I'm sorry for what I said, bro. Like, but it felt like he felt very much like, no, Nick, you are a piece of shit, bro. Like that's the one thing. That's the only thing Nick did all season.
I didn't understand that. Like, so Was it that Nick saw what Joe said about him on the show and he texted him and said, "Don't worry about it, man. You have enough going on"?
Yeah, that's what Nick. Yeah, which is weird. Like, yeah, Joe
Okay.
doesn't like Nick. Period. And I don't. I mean, I don't think anybody. I don't like Nick. I mean, and
Me
chat.
either.
Chat GPT Nick over here was like just going wild with telling
I'm not
we
even
got
gonna lie. I fast forward when I saw Nick and what's her name on my screen.
Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can't yeah, I can't stand those 2, and there's a lot of reasons why, and can we just point out that I want to sit here and say that I'm extremely disappointed in Netflix. I'm extremely disappointed in Connect. I'm just extremely disappointed in Nick and Vanessa for not addressing the LGBTQ plus comments. That really was just absolutely mind blowing to me because you had an opportunity to bring up the elephant in the room. You had an opportunity to clear the air. You had opportunity for a more formal public apology that's not PR written and the bullshit that Nick did put out. I really feel like that was an opportunity for that and for them to, especially on
Apologize.
apologize for their actions, their words, and everything that do have the especially in today's world where these individuals are fighting for their livelihoods, and the way that they live. I was just extremely disappointed in how it was not dressed up, like or addressed. We addressed so many different things on the show, but not to not talk about that, I just felt like was so misguided from them.
Yeah, I thought they would have said something, especially because it was spoken about a lot on all social media platforms. Like nobody was happy with what Nick and Anna, whatever her name is, said. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much why I refuse to talk about them or give them any type of light.
Yeah, it's just like I said, just a little bit disappointing because again, it's you know, especially from from companies that do have shows like that, do have. I know, the Ultimatum Mary, the Queer Love has been canceled, but like you do have those shows that you've had on, and you want to represent these individuals in the correct way, and it just was a missed opportunity to really correct it. We got a explanation about diabetes, you know what I mean, that we really didn't need, and the difference between diabetes. The least you could have done was address Nick and Annie's reckless comments about the LGBTQ plus community, and edit it, not edit it, however they want to word it. It's 2025, and you are a grown ass adult, and these are your words. This is your chance to learn and understand how those words can have power and meaningful and demeaningness in the same way that KB apologized to Edmund for calling him a bitch. You know what I mean?
Mhm,
There's so many different
mhm.
ways, so many different things, apologies out the wazoo, and we're spending so much time on this wasted energy, and yet here we were completely missing the mark.
I'm surprised Vanessa didn't say anything.
That's
She's quick.
exactly.
She's quick to ask somebody when they're gonna have a baby.
Well, she couldn't ask
So,
nobody because, well, there was already a
mm,
baby. So,
mm.
but yeah, it was just kind of frustrating to me. Allie and Anton, you know what's crazy? Like, I just almost tuned out to this entire thing.
Same. Like I'm not gonna even lie. I didn't post anything about their anything from tonight because it was kind of like a snooze fest. Anton is upset with Melissa for letting Ali know he's up in the strip clubs, and
Oh
I
yeah, and
mean,
apparently his buddy's no longer dating that girl anymore.
I mean, I could have told you that.
And apparently Allie never addressed the strip club thing with Anton, which is crazy to me. Crazy. That was such a big ordeal in that Brown. Yeah, exactly. Allie and Anton off my screen, please. Yeah. Oh, Allie will be back. I mean, did
Ali
you
will
see
be
her?
on Perfect Match. Okay.
Yeah, did you see her? I mean,
I mean, she looked
um,
amazing.
yeah.
She looked
Um,
amazing. Anton's in a relationship.
yeah, Anton's in a relationship. He is. He's been in a relationship for the past year, and his friend's no longer dating that girl, Melissa. And then we can move on to,
Oh, did you see Ali was kind of like secret?
yeah. Are you dating? But I'd like to keep my my personal life private. Who Like what? Who cares? What? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did. Well, hey, never mind. I was going to say something, but never mind. We'll move on. All right. The finalness of the thing. First off, I would love to hear Ashley's thoughts on a grown man on stage addressing that his woman that he was engaged to was mad and upset because she was PMSing.
Stop.
Oh, I forgot. We're defending Edmund. I forgot. We were crying over
No.
Edmund. Damn
Guys,
it. I forgot about
I
this.
can
Oh my
literally never
God.
text him because I literally said I texted him and I was like, "Why am I crying?" Listen,
I couldn't even
I
respond to you.
he
I was so
didn't.
mad.
He was annoyed with me, and I don't care. I'll continue to cry and tell him I'm crying. But I don't know. I have a soft spot for Edmund.
You have a soft spot for his fakeness? Oh my
No, I don't
God.
know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I feel like
So disappointed right now.
you know what it was? I told you what got me. The fact that he's like, if it wasn't for the show, like he would never have been with a girl like KB.
Yeah, we know why. We know
So-
why.
So, like, do you think it's a show? Do you think like
Yes. I think everything that man does is performative. Everything that man does is performative. Dwayne calls it. Dwayne sees it. Look at Dwayne. Dwayne sees it.
oh, wait, stop
Everything
yelling at
that
me.
man does is performative. He never denied the fact that things were different when he was off screen that he was on screen. I don't like that they rushed through this entire thing. I don't think
Yeah,
that they held
that part was, I will say, him and I thought that they kept them for last because they were about to really give us some,
juice. Yeah, and
but
it felt like they were protecting Edmund.
yeah, I think they did because of what everybody is saying on social media, because they're like, why would
Oh.
Netflix put somebody like him on reality TV?
And the thing about it is one of the big things I disagree. Like I agree with that comment or whatever, but also if you just the way he starts talking and then it escalates. And if you ever watch his face or Instagram videos, like he's not that person on Instagram. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that defend Edmund and think that KB was wrong. I'm not saying there's even a level
No,
of
I'm not. So that's the thing. Like, I'm not saying that KB is wrong. I think she handled things the best way she could. But like, I do feel like the world diagnosed him. Yeah. Tiffany.
preach, Tiffany. The world
like,
diagnosed him with a disability. Now we can't hold him accountable.
yeah. 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 Yeah, definitely. KB is a social worker. And to me, it looked like that, like this was one of her, I don't know
Cases.
what cases. Yeah. That was like one of her cases. Even like the way she handles him, it's like, I mean, I doubt we see Edmund on a love reality show. Maybe they'll put him in like the challenge or something like that. He's very like athletic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wish. I mean, I don't know. I don't. What did you think of? I mean, I do think KB giving the hug was a sweet moment. I do think that was a sweet moment.
I think that's what got me, and I appreciate how she apologized to him for calling him a bitch and told him like, no matter how much you love someone, never let somebody talk to you that way.
Yeah,
Like
I agree with you.
I thought that was amazing.
I agree. But for sure, yeah. I mean, it was sweet. It was a sweet little moment, and then of course, we ended the show with Blake arriving to celebrate Jordan's birthday.
They were so happy to see Blake.
He was like, that's my boy.
Oh, SR Farming. That would be really good
Yeah, Squid Games. Yeah, I think he'd
to
be
put
good.
him in Squid Games. I
I
don't know
agree with
how he
that.
works. I don't know how he works under pressure.
Dwayne, he should have ended it when Homeboy was crying in the bed after not getting any.
She should have ended it right after Mexico. Like as soon as they packed their stuff up, he should have went his way. She should have went hers.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I do love how Jordan was just as excited to see Blake, I think, as he was.
He was more
Um,
excited to see Blake than wait. I know we spoke about this already, but did you peep Jordan's face the whole time Megan was talking about her baby?
yeah, so what he said was, and we forgot about that. Yeah. So
Yeah.
apparently he got a DM about it and then confronted her. And she said, she was honest about it. He said, "You appreciate." Again, it's just all men could really learn with how he handled himself, even with the predicament of like this entire reunion of like, you know what I mean? He seems funny, but it's just like,
I don't
I don't.
know. I don't know if he really had SR Farman
I
said
think
that
he
he
was
really
being
had to be safe.
sarcastic or whatever, wasn't he? I think there was a comment or whatever he said. But yeah, I don't know. I appreciated Jordan. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Jordan. I'd like to see Jordan
I
again.
want to see him on TV again. Like doesn't matter what type of
Yeah.
reality show, but he gives good vibes.
I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna have a fun little episode in the near future where we gotta rank like the 9 seasons of Love Is Blind and maybe our couples and stuff
You
like that. It could
really
be
want
just a
me to do
fun.
that?
It could be a fun little. It could have been a fun little thing. One interesting tidbit: we did not get an announcement for season 10. I was kind of surprised by that. Typically, they try to announce it. Obviously, season 10 is going to be in Boston. It's already been shot. Um, I thought this one was my favorite. If you're talking about the season, I really enjoyed it. To be honest with
I
you,
know a lot of people didn't enjoy the season, but I enjoyed it. It was different. It was
I love the
different.
comments. This is my favorite. This one's horrible.
What?
Yeah, exactly, Tiffany. Meg's man looks like he has money, and that's exactly what
Yes,
she wanted. Yes, she
Tiffany. I
does.
said that too. I was like, he must have some money. He looks rich with his bald head.
Yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, I agree with this. I'm playing around with this new StreamYard thing that I just found out that you can do. So don't
Oh, you
mind me,
can put the
guys.
comments up there?
Look at that.
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
So we could see what
Uh
everybody's doing.
I guess we gotta probably be careful with those too. But yeah, so that being said, season 10 is in Boston. I hope it happens after season 10. I hate to break it to you. It's already being cast for more seasons. I think it was renewed for like seasons up to 11 and 12. I think Philadelphia's in the mix, Austin's in the mix. Um,
Mhm.
So yeah, I hate to break it to you, the show's not ending anytime soon. It's consistently in the top 5, no matter what everybody says. They say they hated it, but I guarantee you the reunion and the show will be back in the top 5 on Netflix. And
We'll be
actually
here
pretty
watching it.
sure the viewership for season 9 is higher than season 8.
Wait,
I'm almost positive.
how come I don't remember season 8?
Wasn't that Taylor and see here. 41 million. I don't know. I'm trying to find the rating. I was trying to find the ratings, but yeah. So it is what it is. But that being said, we can expect. I would expect it to come out around Valentine's Day again. A few programming notes before we go. Married at First Sight. We are covering that weekly. We are really, really enjoying that new episode. We should be dropping very, very soon. That'll probably come Friday, maybe Thursday or Friday to you guys. And then the podcast version of it will be available to you on Monday. Not next week. Next week, right? Yeah, next week is Squid Games. We will be talking about Squid Games. Very, very excited to talk about Squid Games. That should be very exciting. Actually have some fun interviews with Squid Games dropping very, very soon. That's really all we're watching right now. You're going to give us an update on selling Sunset. I think very, very soon.
Yeah.
Secret Life of Mormon Wives is coming very soon. Selling the
Yeah.
OC is coming very soon. We got a lot of stuff coming very soon. We've got
Oh my God, Dwayne, we need to talk.
one question: do the black couple like each other and married at first sight? The answer to that question is no. Short answer. But
No.
I stopped watching after season 5 as extremely clear contestants appeared on the show to become Z-list celebrities and receive brand deals. I agree with that, DJ. Yeah, I mean, and it's not easy to blame casting. Casting, you can sell anybody a dream when you're trying to cast people. And stop blaming Chelsea; she's not in charge. Shout out Chelsea. But yeah, Dwayne, I don't think they do. Well, actually, you know what? No, we can't talk about that yet. Never mind. Just kidding. I was about to say something about Married at First Sight, but I can't say it
I
yet.
know. We can't.
Well, never mind. Just because of that program note, I'm going to get off here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Love and Reality Podcast. We'll be back next week.